Libraries have been the cornerstone of human knowledge and civilization for millennia. These vast repositories of information have shaped our understanding of the world, preserved our history, and fueled our imagination. Today, we embark on a journey to explore the 20 largest libraries on Earth, each a testament to humanity's enduring quest for knowledge and understanding. Before we dive into our list, it is important to understand how library size is measured. Typically, libraries are ranked based on the number of books or items in their collections. This can include not just printed books, but also manuscripts, maps, audio recordings, and digital resources. With this in mind, let us begin our exploration of the world's most extensive libraries. At number 20 on our list is the Russian State Library in Moscow. Founded in 1862, it is the National Library of Russia and boasts over 47 million items in its collection. The library's history is closely tied to the cultural and political development of Russia. Its vast holdings include ancient Slavic texts, a collection of maps dating back to the 15th century, and an extensive archive of Russian newspapers. The Russian State Library's main building, constructed in the 1930s, is an imposing example of Soviet architecture. Its grand facade and spacious reading rooms reflect the importance placed on knowledge and education in Soviet society. Today, the library continues to serve as a crucial center for research and cultural preservation in Russia. Moving to number 19, we find ourselves in Washington, D.C. at the Library of Congress. As the de facto National Library of the United States, it holds more than 47 million cataloged books and other print materials in 470 languages. Founded in 1800, the Library of Congress has grown from a small collection of books to become one of the most comprehensive libraries in the world. The Library of Congress is housed in 3 buildings on Capitol Hill, each an architectural marvel in its own right. The Thomas Jefferson Building, with its ornate Beaux Arts style, is particularly stunning. Its Great Hall and main reading room are adorned with murals, sculptures, and mosaics that celebrate human knowledge and achievement. One of the library's most prized possessions is Thomas Jefferson's personal library, which formed the core of its collection after the original library was burned by British troops in 1814. Today, the Library of Congress serves not only as a research institution, but also as the primary source of cataloguing data for libraries across the United States. Our 18th largest library takes us to London, England. The British Library, with its collection of over 48 million items, is the National Library of the United Kingdom. Established in 1973, it brought together several existing libraries, including the Library of the British Museum. The British Library's collection is truly staggering in its scope and historical significance. It includes the Magna Carta, Leonardo da Vinci's Notebook, and original manuscripts of works by Shakespeare, Jane Austen, and the Beatles. The library's modern building, opened in 1997, features a striking red brick exterior and a vast central atrium. One of the British Library's most remarkable features is the King's Library Tower, a 6-story glass and bronze structure housing the personal collection of King George III. This collection, with its 43,000 printed books, maps, and manuscripts, forms the heart of the library and symbolizes its role as a guardian of knowledge through the ages. At number 17 is the Library and Archives Canada in Ottawa. With over 54 million items in its collection, it serves as the National Library of Canada and the nation's primary archive. Founded in 1953, it merged with the National Archives of Canada in 2004 to create a comprehensive institution for preserving Canadian heritage. The Library and Archives Canada collection includes books, newspapers, sound and video recordings, photographs, and government documents. It houses unique items such as the journals of explorer Samuel de Champlain and the original proclamation of the Canadian Constitution Act. The library's mandate extends beyond mere preservation, as it actively works to make its collections accessible to all Canadians through digitization efforts and public programs. Our 16th largest library is the Berlin State Library in Germany. With over 55 million items, it is one of the most significant research libraries in Europe. Founded in 1661 as the Library of the Elector of Brandenburg, it has survived wars, political upheavals, and the division of Berlin during the Cold War. The Berlin State Library's collection is particularly strong in rare books and manuscripts. It houses the largest collection of Johann Sebastian Bach's works, including many original manuscripts. The library is also home to one of the world's largest collections of incunabula, books printed before 1501. The library's main building on Unter den Linden, severely damaged during World War II, has been painstakingly restored and reopened in 2019. Its grand reading room, with its high ceilings and rows of desks bathed in natural light, provides an inspiring environment for researchers and scholars from around the world. Number 15 on our list is the National Library of China in Beijing. With over 60 million items in its collection, it is the largest library in Asia and one of the largest in the world. Founded in 1909 during the final years of the Qing dynasty, the library has played a crucial role in preserving Chinese cultural heritage and promoting scholarship. The National Library of China's collection is particularly strong in ancient Chinese texts. It houses over 270,000 volumes of rare books, including many unique copies of works from the Song and Yuan dynasties. The library also maintains an extensive collection of oracle bones, the earliest known form of Chinese writing. The library's modern building, opened in 2008, is an architectural marvel that combines traditional Chinese design elements with contemporary functionality. Its curved roof, reminiscent of an open book, has become an iconic symbol of the library's mission to spread knowledge and promote learning. At number 14, we find the Royal Danish Library in Copenhagen. Formed in 2017 through the merger of the Danish National Library and Copenhagen University Library, it holds over 66 million items. This makes it not only the largest library in Scandinavia, but also one of the most significant research libraries in Europe. The Royal Danish Library's collection spans a wide range of materials, from medieval manuscripts to modern digital resources. It houses the Codex Gigas, also known as the Devil's Bible, one of the largest medieval manuscripts in the world. The library is also home to the archives of famous Danish philosophers and writers, including Søren Kierkegaard and Hans Christian Andersen. The library's striking modern building, known as the Black Diamond due to its polished black granite exterior and irregular angles, has become a landmark on Copenhagen's waterfront. Its vast atrium, with views over the harbour, provides a dramatic entrance to the world of knowledge contained within. Our 13th largest library is the National Diet Library in Tokyo, Japan. With over 66 million items, it serves as the National Library of Japan and the only national library in the world that is directly connected to a national legislature. Founded in 1948, it combined several existing libraries to create a comprehensive national institution. The National Diet Library's collection is particularly strong in Japanese literature and historical documents. It houses an extensive collection of woodblock prints, including works by famous artists like Hokusai and Hiroshige. The library also maintains a comprehensive archive of Japanese government publications and parliamentary records. One of the library's most notable features is its International Library of Children's Literature, the first national children's library in the world. This branch, housed in a beautifully renovated historic building, aims to promote children's literature and encourage reading among young people. At number 12 is the National Library of France in Paris. With over 70 million items in its collection, it is one of the oldest and most prestigious libraries in the world. Its origins can be traced back to the Royal Library of Charles V in the 14th century, making it a living testament to France's rich cultural heritage. The National Library of France's collection is truly encyclopedic in scope. It includes ancient manuscripts, rare books, maps, coins, and a vast collection of prints and photographs. One of its most prized possessions is the original manuscript of Marcel Proust's In Search of Lost Time. The library's modern building, opened in 1996, is a striking example of contemporary architecture. Its four L-shaped towers, designed to resemble open books, have become an iconic part of the Parisian skyline. The building's vast central garden, sunken below street level, provides a tranquil space for reflection amidst the bustling city. Our 11th largest library takes us to St. Petersburg, Russia. The National Library of Russia, founded in 1795 by Catherine the Great, holds over 74 million items. It is one of the oldest public libraries in Eastern Europe and has played a crucial role in the cultural and intellectual life of Russia for over 2 centuries. The National Library of Russia's collection is particularly strong in Slavic literature and history. It houses the Ostromir Gospels, the oldest dated East Slavic book, written in 1056 to 1057. The library also maintains an extensive collection of incunabula and early printed books from across Europe. The library's main building, constructed in the early 20th century, is a fine example of neoclassical architecture. Its grand facade and ornate interiors reflect the importance placed on knowledge and learning in Russian society. Today, the library continues to serve as a vital center for research and cultural preservation. At number 10, we find ourselves back in the United States at the New York Public Library. With over 88 million items, it is one of the largest public library systems in the world. Founded in 1895, it has grown to encompass 92 locations across New York City's 5 boroughs. The New York Public Library's collection is remarkably diverse, reflecting the multicultural nature of the city it serves. It includes everything from rare medieval manuscripts to contemporary digital resources. The library's main branch on Fifth Avenue, with its iconic stone lions guarding the entrance, houses many of its most valuable collections. One of the library's most famous features is the Rose Main Reading Room, a vast space with 52-foot-high ceilings adorned with murals of dramatic skies. This room, which has featured in numerous films and television shows, provides a truly awe-inspiring environment for study and reflection. Our 9th largest library is the Royal Library of Belgium in Brussels. With over 8 million items, it serves as the National Library of Belgium and is one of the most important research institutions in Europe. Founded in 1837, it traces its origins back to the library of the Dukes of Burgundy in the 15th century. The Royal Library of Belgium's collection is particularly strong in Belgian literature and history. It houses the famous Librige of the Dukes of Burgundy, a collection of illuminated manuscripts that is considered one of the finest in the world. The library also maintains an extensive collection of coins and medals, reflecting Belgium's rich numismatic history. The library's modern building, constructed in the 1960s, stands in stark contrast to the surrounding historical architecture of central Brussels. Its brutalist style, characterized by exposed concrete and geometric forms, has made it a subject of architectural debate and a distinctive landmark in the city. At number 8 is the German National Library, with locations in Leipzig, Frankfurt and Berlin. With over 95 million items in its collection, it serves as the central archival library and national bibliographic center for Germany. Founded in 1912, it has the task of collecting, archiving, bibliographically classifying and making available all German and German language publications since 1913. The German National Library's collection is comprehensive in its coverage of German language publications. It includes books, periodicals, musical scores, sound recordings, and electronic publications. The library also maintains the German Exile Archive, 1933 to 1945, which collects the works of German-speaking emigrants who fled Nazi persecution. The library's buildings in Leipzig and Frankfurt are notable examples of modern library architecture. The Leipzig building, with its distinctive facade of aluminum and glass, reflects the library's commitment to combining tradition with innovation in its mission to preserve and disseminate knowledge. Our 7th largest library takes us to Moscow, Russia. The State Public Historical Library of Russia, founded in 1863, holds over 100 million items. It is the largest history library in Russia and one of the most comprehensive historical research libraries in the world. The State Public Historical Library's collection covers all aspects of world history, with a particular focus on Russian and Eastern European history. It houses an extensive collection of rare books and manuscripts, including many unique items related to Russian history and culture. The library also maintains a vast collection of newspapers and periodicals, providing an invaluable resource for researchers studying historical events and social trends. The library's main building, located in the heart of Moscow, is a fine example of 19th century Russian architecture. Its reading rooms, with their high ceilings and ornate decorations, provide a fitting environment for the study of history. Despite its historical setting, the library has embraced modern technology, offering digital access to many of its resources. At number 6 is the National Library of Spain in Madrid. With over 115 million items in its collection, it is the largest library in Spain and one of the most important research libraries in the world. Founded in 1711 as the Royal Library, it has served as the National Library of Spain since 1836. The National Library of Spain's collection is particularly strong in Spanish literature and history. It houses many important manuscripts, including the oldest known copy of the epic poem Cantar de Mio Cid. The library also maintains an extensive collection of incunabula and early printed books, reflecting Spain's important role in the early history of printing. The library's main building, constructed in the late 19th century, is a grand example of neoclassical architecture. Its imposing facade and ornate interiors reflect the importance placed on knowledge and culture in Spanish society. In recent years, the library has undertaken extensive digitization efforts, making many of its rare and valuable items accessible to researchers around the world. Our fifth largest library is the Russian Academy of Sciences Library in St. Petersburg. With over 120 million items, it is one of the largest and most comprehensive scientific libraries in the world. Founded in 1714 by Peter the Great, it has played a crucial role in the development of science and scholarship in Russia for over 3 centuries. The Russian Academy of Sciences Library's collection covers all fields of science and scholarship, with particular strengths in mathematics, physics, and other natural sciences. It houses many rare and valuable scientific works, including first editions of books by Galileo, Newton, and other pioneers of modern science. The library also maintains an extensive collection of scientific journals from around the world. The library's main building, constructed in the early 20th century, is a fine example of neoclassical architecture. Its grand reading rooms, with their rows of wooden desks and green-shaded lamps, provide a timeless environment for scientific study and research. Despite its historical setting, the library has embraced modern technology, offering digital access to many of its resources and participating in international scientific information exchange programs. At number 4 is the Library of the Russian Academy of Sciences in Moscow. With over 130 million items in its collection, it is one of the largest libraries in Russia and a key institution in the country's scientific and scholarly community. Founded in 1938, it serves as the central library for the Russian Academy of Sciences, the country's most prestigious scientific institution. The Library of the Russian Academy of Sciences collection is truly encyclopedic in scope, covering all fields of scientific and scholarly research. It is particularly strong in the natural sciences, mathematics, and engineering. The library houses many rare and valuable scientific works, including original manuscripts by famous Russian scientists such as Dmitry Mendeleev and Ivan Pavlov. One of the library's most notable features is its extensive collection of foreign scientific literature. This has made it an invaluable resource for Russian scientists seeking to stay abreast of international developments in their fields. The library also maintains a comprehensive collection of Russian scientific publications, serving as a crucial archive of the country's scientific achievements. Our third largest library takes us to Boston, Massachusetts. The Boston Public Library, founded in 1848, holds over 135 million items in its collection. It was the first large free municipal library in the United States and has served as a model for public libraries across the country. The Boston Public Library's collection is remarkably diverse, reflecting its mission to serve the entire community. It includes everything from rare medieval manuscripts to contemporary digital resources. The library's central library in Copley Square, a masterpiece of 19th century architecture, houses many of its most valuable collections. One of the library's most famous features is the Bates Hall Reading Room, with its barrel-arch ceiling, green reading lamps, and long oak tables. This grand space, often described as a palace for the people, embodies the library's commitment to making knowledge and culture accessible to all. The library has also been a pioneer in digitization efforts, making many of its rare and valuable items available online. At number 2 is the Library of the Russian State University for the Humanities in Moscow. With over 140 million items in its collection, it is one of the largest university libraries in the world. Founded in 1930, it has grown alongside the university to become a crucial resource for humanities research in Russia. The Library of the Russian State University for the Humanities collection is particularly strong in history, philosophy, literature, and other humanities disciplines. It houses many rare books and manuscripts, including a significant collection of medieval Slavic texts. The library also maintains extensive archives of Russian and Soviet historical documents, making it an invaluable resource for researchers studying Russian history and culture. One of the library's most notable features is its collection of émigré literature, works produced by Russians living abroad after the Russian Revolution. This collection provides a unique perspective on Russian culture and history, preserving voices that were often suppressed within the